say it harshly, but I'm like, hey, when I say this or when I react this way, this is how. And if you don't do it this exact way, there's always ways around it. So you still have to communicate. Every day we learn something new about ourselves. So when we learn something new about ourselves, we have to express it to the people around us so that they can know how to handle certain situations or how to talk to us. Hey, I know you didn't really mean it in this way, but it didn't make me feel good. It's better for you to talk it out than you just being mad. So y'all have to like express it. And it's Hello.
I'm doing the show.
You doing the show, Leah?
What's good, guys? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's been up?
Oh,
been a while.
A very long time.
Been a while. But let me see. What's the last episode we did?
That was with Duke and Benji.
Duke and Benji, right? That was a while. May 30th. My God, we didn't pod for the whole month of June. June was busy.
Before we even get into that, hello, and welcome to Hypothetically Podcast. I'm your co-host, Shelly.
And your co-host, J-23.
Hey, y'all.
Come on, guys.
But wow, since May 30th is crazy.
Crazy, yeah. Well, technically before that.
Yeah.
Because I the days we
But
do
you didn't spend that long without, this was one of the ones that you didn't spend long of releasing.
Right. As soon as I got it, I just had to mix it and put it out. But
the whole month of June is insane. We're in July.
Yeah, we're in July. So sorry
Happy
about
July.
That. Happy July.
Oh my God, before we even start,
Happy
20
June.
more days.
Yeah.
20 more days. 20 more days.
Van.
July 21st. July 21st.
Am I saying that right? Van Joux?
Huh?
Van Joux?
Vangia.
Well,
Vantangia.
But no, not. I'm not trying to say how you say a day. Again, day is
Joux. Oh yeah, Vantangia. Oh, Vanjou.
20 days.
20 days. Sorry, y'all.
The lingo was helping me with my crowd, so relax, guys.
20 more days. July 21st. Meet us at Mr. East for our epic brunch.
Yes.
Hypothetically. It is going to be a time, y'all. We got a Haitian chef, and y'all know that means well-seasoned food, okay? And she did a little twist to the menu, so it's going to be delicioso, and I cannot wait.
I can't wait.
I'm not even going to lie. I looked at that menu. I want everything on that menu. Like, I hope she does like a tasting for us.
Well, hopefully we eat this time.
No, I'm eating. I'm sorry.
Year.
I'm gonna have to get there. You know what I'm gonna tell her? I'm gonna tell her can she cook us food early and we get there early and eat.
Get there early and eat, yeah.
Because I need to eat.
We're gonna be everywhere.
Yo, last time we did not eat.
We just drank.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that this year.
We just drank. We just ate. And
I'm gonna eat.
For all for a good cause. It was a good time. We provided a vibe, and we are trying to repeat that this year.
Yes,
so, tickets are on sale.
Early bird tickets right now, y'all.
I know how you guys are. You guys are going to buy the tickets 2 weeks.
I'm just letting y'all know now that it's cheap. So if y'all want to wait till it's expensive, by all means, go ahead. But we're trying to spare y'all. So the longer y'all wait, the more y'all pay.
Exactly. We know some of these events have been very pricey. Our event comes with food.
Drinks.
And if you don't want to participate in that, there's how much is that ticket?
The after party?
Yeah.
I think it's a little cheaper. I don't remember.
Yeah, it's not 60.
It is definitely not 60.
Ain't $60. So we know that.
I think it's 20.
20, that's fine. That works. Yeah. That's fine. We'll discuss that with Vit and we'll get a final price on that because we know that some people want to participate in the brunch. Some people want to participate in the after party. I've already got so many promises, so many people who's going to support come through. Entourages come through, people coming through. So yeah, come through. It's going to be a good time. Last year was a great time. It started so stressful. And
it ended so well.
It ended so well. It is very, very well. Very, very
also,
well.
ladies only, August 4th. Get your books. Read the book. The book is good. I finished that book in 3 days.
Book and brunch.
But we are going to be collabing with Let's Book Brunch. We're going to, the edition is lace and leather. So you have to wear either or both.
Damn.
It's ladies only. So
shit y'all doing over here? It's like,
the book is spicy. So we had to.
It's a spicy book.
It's a spicy book. So we're trying to match the theme.
What do you mean spicy? Like Sex?
It's always sex. It's black romance. But
Okay.
it's the book
So it's
that
like
we're reading.
rom-com. Not rom-com, but yeah, is it rom-com, romantic comedy? No.
No,
But
it's not romantic comedy. The book that we're reading is called Somebody's Wife.
Ooh.
Yeah. So.
What the hell y'all doing?
So yes, August 4th. It's the same concept. I think the tickets is $65. It includes brunch. Well, it's not brunch. It's gonna be at nighttime, so it includes dinner, but buffet style, so you could go up multiple times.
Damn, you know y'all.
Niggas
love buffet.
It's in Montclair, so we're gonna provide liquor, and it's BYOB. So
Yeah,
we're gonna have
BYOB
a good time, and it's ladies only.
Yeah,
fellas, I got something for y'all if y'all like to read, but that's gonna be soon. But
that's coming down the line. I know about what's coming down the line for the fellas, but this is strictly a ladies event. So if you are a lady who likes to read and you want to have a little spice,
and it's something different. So even if you don't read, try something new. It's not always partying. Let's come together and just have a good time.
I'm done with partying.
Yeah, I'm tired. I'm not even gonna lie.
I'm tired. After this brunch, y'all might not even see me for a while. You might just see me behind the microphone. That's it. Other than that, partying is. I'm 41, so I'm starting to understand that I don't want to be the old nigga in the club. Like, it's just weird. It's just weird. Like I got grays now, and that's another topic for another day. But,
that's definitely not time for another day. It's gonna be titled "Partying."
Partying, yeah. Is it over? Partying, is it over?
But check in. How you been? What's been going on?
We good. It's just. June was a beautiful month. It was cool. We did a lot of things. It was cool. Worked a lot, obviously. That doesn't stop. Gymmed a lot. Father's Day was cool. Spent time with my dad. And then we went to Juneteenth. That was pretty fun. We got to put out the mini vlog we made. I think the vlog lasts like 10 minutes. Because after a while, we was blasted. We was fucked up after that. After that, we was fucked up. But it was fun. Juneteenth was a very fun time. To me, it still doesn't trump the first one I've been to because the first one was just super chaotic. But, I like chaos. That's just me. That's just my cup of tea. But this one was pretty good. This one was at the PNC Arts Center. It was fun. Of course, lots of black people, lots of us out there. And it was a beautiful thing to be a part of. What else we did? Father's Day. Did we do the Stairs to Heaven? Yes, we did the Stairs to Heaven. That was funny. That was a fun day.
I literally almost seen Jesus. Yo.
That I'm telling you right now, that ain't for the weak. That climb is not for the weak. If you are a outdoors person and you are not afraid of outdoors, animals, stuff, trees and rocks, especially some rocks.
If you're afraid of heights, don't go.
Don't go. Do not go because there are gonna be some times where it's gonna test you and you're gonna be like, I can't do this. And people think the climb up is hard. No.
The climb down is hard.
Coming back down is harder. Because at one point, my leg said, I'm done with you. And I remember I had a party that same day. I had to go to my uncle's party. My uncle's, shout out to my uncle. He turned 70. So we went to a 70th birthday party. And let me tell you something, I was done that day. My legs was shot. But do that. That's a nice little thing to test your inner human. What else? That was about it. I don't think I did much other than that. But it was a beautiful June month.
Wedding.
Oh, the wedding. Yeah, shout out to Nas. Great wedding. That was a fun wedding because all my peoples was like there. Like all the First Republic, the outside crew, the people who was always outside. Even some of my T-Mobile family, even people I even work with now, I seen some of them. Great time. It was a great time. An open bar. Give me an open bar, I'm lit. So I'm good. But a good time. A good time at that wedding. Shout out to you, Nas. Congratulations. You and your husband look beautiful. Keep doing what you're doing. And just shout out to that whole wedding party, that whole event. That was a great event. I had a very loud shirt on. Everybody kept telling me that, but they was like, I like it. I like the shirt. And I was like, yeah, cool. So, what else? That's all I got. What about you? How has Shelly been for the month of June since we didn't podcast the whole month of June? Sorry, guys.
I've been good. Working. Literally just work, gym, home. Yeah, I haven't really done much. Like Jean said, we went to Juneteenth. Celebrated Father's Day, and my father's birthday is always a combined thing because it's literally right next to each other. What else did I do? I had a couple of baby showers. No weddings though. But seeing friends, catching up. Yeah. So just the simple things.
Simple things.
Enjoying summer.
Yes, enjoying summer.
Literally enjoying summer.
Yeah.
But that's about it for me.
It's been hot in June. I don't know what the fuck is going on. June was hot. I've never had a hot June like that.
It's needed though, because we had a patchy. Was it May or April? It was just raining all the time.
Rain. Rain makes for a good. You need rain. Rain is good for the ecosystem. But man, June was hot, man. There were some days where I'm like, yeah, this ain't it. Like, check on everybody. That's what them kind of days was like. Check on everybody. But yeah, so good. Good checkup. Good checkup.
Yes, sir.
So today's episode, I picked this topic up a while ago, and as me and Shelly was like going through, I kind of had to explain where we're going with it. This episode's called the topic is Fortress of Solitude. Now, if you're a comic book head like I am, and if you're not, I'll explain to you that everybody knows who Superman is. You know who Superman is. If you don't know who Superman is, you've been living under a rock, obviously. But Superman, faster than a speeding bullet. You can't beat him. He's strong as shit. It's like he's probably the strongest superhero out of all the superheroes. Like, I don't know who can really beat Superman. He had this place called the Fortress of Solitude. The Fortress of Solitude was like a place he went to just like clear his mind. Somewhere where he went, where he got away from the world, where he didn't have to be Superman, where he had animals from his planet, habitat from his planet, Krypton, obviously, where he just chilled, you know what I'm saying? But it also was like a place of his secrets, like where he's from, who his parents was, how he lost his world, all that stuff. And I feel like every one of us has that place. Whether it's your home, whether it's like a park, whether it's, maybe your native home. I know for some of my friends, like, their favorite place is like going back home to Haiti, where they grew up at. I have some other friends who like to go back to their hometown to get back into some rhythm, and I know some people who just like to get away. Maybe their Fortress of Solitude is like a trip to like a hot island, and they found somewhere where they just are them. They just become them. They just meditate, become oneself. So, I call it a place to get away. What would be your Fortress of Solitude?
My room.
Your room.
Yeah,
that's a good place.
Especially that my room is coming together. I had a couple of readjustments in life. But yeah, so I kind of like did a whole readjustment, and I finally got the last piece put together the other day. So.
Oh, you talking about the TV on the wall? Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm part handyman too, so. But when I get to it,
the handyman takes forever to do the job, but you can't complain because the job is free. So, but yeah, finally got my room put together, and when I'm in my room, I'm just in another world. So everything is kind of like locked out. So that's now, like my place.
Is it? Because I'm gonna ask you something. This is different for you, because this is not just your room. It's also your place. Right. So is it different now that nobody interrupts you as much like before? Because when you live in a house and you live with people,
right,
people know where to find you.
Right.
Especially if you don't if you're living with like multiple people.
Right.
Because I had that same dilemma too. So what I'm asking is, like, has your Fortress of Solitude gotten better? Has it gotten worse? Do you appreciate it more now? Is it more you now? Is it entirely your space? Is it not entirely your space? Like,
so Jean just put the cat out the box. I wasn't really gonna say nothing.
Oh, I mean, I'm just saying. I didn't say it.
I mean, the way you put it, people gonna put two and two together. It's okay though, but I did get my space.
Right.
I have an apartment. So I do live alone. So I kind of just have my own space away from my parents and from my sister. Mm-hmm. It all happened kind of quick. That's another story. We'll get into another day.
Right.
But so I do appreciate my quality time more. my piece of quiet. Like I'll literally, if I don't go to work, I can spend a day and never hear my voice. And I love that for myself. The only thing is my parents are still close. Even though they don't like barge in, but they still call me like, hey, I'm going to drop this off, or I need this or I need that, which, I'm perfectly fine with because it's only me and my sister. So I can't. My father did call me today and I was just like, I wish I had more siblings because he was just venting. And like, don't get me wrong, like I love my parents, but sometimes I just wish I had more siblings so like they could vent to other kids. But I do appreciate my.
You would think that'd be the case.
Yeah, but they always.
I got two more than you.
Yeah.
So, every time something happened with my parents, I'm not always the go-to, but I do get bothered.
Right.
I feel like my little sister kind of like takes care of like all the big stuff, and then when my little sister is frustrated, she calls me. She says, "Hey, I need you to take care of this." I'm like, they didn't ask me to do it; they asked you to do it. And she'd be like, "No."
And that's the thing, like they call my sister more, but the time that they do call me, I'm just like, I'm not trying to do this right now.
Right.
But no, I do appreciate my space like more now. Mm-hmm. And if I really don't gotta go out, I'm not. I'm not going out. But I do appreciate my space more. Like once I get home from work, I just go home and just relax. So
let me tell you something. Having a fortress of solitude is great. I mean, one of the first things that, like when I used to live with my family, there used to be like 10 of us in the house. And that number can go from 10 to 8 to 12.
It varies.
It varies because people were just going through some things. Life happens. And, when my grandmother was alive, she would like watch kids. Whatever problems my family had, we would just like take in people for the little bit until they got back in their feet so they can go back out. So the house was always full. I didn't really have a place of privacy. When I lived with my family, my private place was probably like the backyard.
Right.
I would just like take a chair, go in the backyard because no one goes back there. No, they don't like to cut the grass. They don't like to fix that. And I have to do all these things. So I'm like, okay, none of you niggas gonna find me here. I'm gonna be right here. So that got old real quick because the season changed and it gets cold outside, and it's like you don't want to be in the cold. You kind of want to like have your own space.
Right.
So it was at that point I knew that okay, time to move out, time to really get my own space, time to really, besides like the bachelor stuff, I just really just needed to be like alone because I was just so used to like the basement I used to live in, the washing machine is behind there, the storage place is behind there. Every day somebody needs to wash clothes or they need to find something. And I'm like, yeah, this is ridiculous, man. Like this is like after like at first it was cool because it's like, oh, I live in a basement, I got my own space. But then after like 10, 12 years, you're like, yo, this is not it. Like I'm a 34-year-old man and I'm living like this. I'm bringing women down here and we're chilling. I'm bringing like my friends didn't give a shit. They niggas, they don't give a fuck. But like after a while, I was just like, I really need a place alone. I can't just keep walking to the park. Like I used to walk to the park. Go out there, go back to my old high school, chill on the bleachers, and just think, just have my mind clear, because I was like, all right, that's peace. Again, go in my backyard. I'm like, that's peace. I'm like, you know what? It's time for my own space. So once I moved out, two things kind of happened. First thing happened, I got homesick real fast. I started missing my family because I'm like, I was just so used to them just being around.
Right.
I'm used to my nephews bothering me. I'm used to my mother saying something. I'm used to seeing my father every day. I was just used to that. Like for 34 straight years, I was used for that. Then after a while, I was like, okay, and same thing with you. Like once I started making my apartment and it just became me, I put my posters up, I bought my TV, I bought my couch, you know what I'm saying? And I realized like, I have a taste for a style of what I want my apartment to look like. Once I started doing that, I said like, yo, okay, now it's cozy.
Right.
Now it's cool in here. Now I can actually think. I can actually elaborate on these thoughts that I've been trying to get out. And voila.
Well, do you do that every time you walk into the apartment? You like, oh, I don't have an echo no more. It's a little bit homey now. And I'm just shut up.
Yeah. So it's like and every time I come to your place, I'm like, yo, it's coming together because I remember when it was nothing in here. It was nothing in it. Now, Shelly got TV on the wall, there's a bed, her bed lights up, and then like she got like these, like I'm jealous because she has like these sneaker boxes. To know Shelly to just know that she got too many fucking sneakers.
Yo,
which is cool.
nah, your reaction the other day was top tier.
Yeah, I was like,
he's like, that's not the only sneakers you got. Over my closet, he was like, nah, Shelly, I got like rows of sneakers that I didn't even finish unpacking them because the cases for the shoes are expensive and I wanted a certain kind. So I was like, let me settle for this now. So I put like my top sneakers out. And the rest are just stacked up in the closet. And he's like, this is not the only sneakers you have.
Let me tell you how this ratio works. So I go into Shelly's room. And I see the sneakers. And I'm like, I'm jealous. Because I'm like, yo, this shit tough. Like, this is nice. But I'm like, I know this ain't Jones. Opens the closet, I see, right? So this week's gift to myself, I'm going to buy the pack of sneakers so I can make my own little wall in my room, right? But Shelly just really sunned me just now. She didn't realize what she just said. She says, "Oh, in these boxes, these are my top sneakers." Oh. For me, it comes with 30. That's all I got. I didn't have 30 sneakers. That's all I got.
Didn't. But see, I didn't get the 30 though. You did a different one than me. I only the ones that I have at the house is 16. I
ain't got 10. I'm a good.
Don't do that because you do got that much sneakers.
No, I don't. I don't have that many. If anything, what's going to go in those boxes is probably my Jordans. That's it. Everything else is going to stay in the box. But with that being said,
we got the clear boxes for 30.
I didn't get it yet. I think it's like.
Oh, you did the black ones that you showed me.
Black ones, yeah.
Oh,
ones, yeah.
See, I didn't do that. 30 count.
It's in my cart. So
I do need to get more though. But yeah, the rest of sneakers, and then it's crazy because my dad came to put my shades up the other day.
He probably looking like.
And he was like, oh, the room's coming together, and he's like, where's the rest of your sneakers? And I'm like, in the closet.
Right.
And every day, my parents are like, when I was moving out, it was even worse. They're like, so just remember any sneakers I'm like, stop. The sneakers that I didn't want, I already gave y'all. Whatever I have is here for me. Like I'm not doing that with y'all.
That one thing Haitian people gonna do is gonna ask you, do you need this? So they can send it back to their family.
Mind you, I give them stuff every time. It's just never enough for them. I'm not giving them no more. So
sidebar, I have to audit my clothes.
Yeah, I need to.
I have to audit my. I gotta
go to the garage and finish the rest.
I have too many shirts. I have too many other bottoms. Pause. I'm just like, I just gotta get rid of shit. But anyway, all right. So back to making my Fortress of Solitude. Once I made my apartment and it was this is my place. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, my other places now are more like I like trails. I like to walk trails. When I walk trails, I hear nature. It kind of like tunes me out. I don't be on my phone as much. I'm not really worried about what's going on the internet and anything like that. I'm just really in tune with nature. Another place of Fortress of Solitude. The gym, kinda. The gym could be annoying.
Oh, listen, the gym today. Let me say sidebar. Let me put this down. So, I have been going to the gym alone, right? I've been conquering this new thing because I'm like, you know what? Let me start going to the gym by myself. And Jean pushed me. He was like, yo, just,
It's time.
So the past few days, because I was out of commission for like 2 weeks, but the past few days I've been going by myself. And today, and that was on me, but whatever. So today I took a nap after work, which I shouldn't have done. And I ended up going to the gym around peak time, which is the worst time to go to the gym. So I told myself today, like, this week I'm going heavy with everything. So I took extra pre-workout. I was ready. When you got a nice fit on, you feeling yourself, you going.
Got new clothes on?
It was even new clothes. It was just, I went a different, so I usually wear baggy clothes, but I went into a different direction and I was like, let me actually show like my progress. So I go to the gym, it's back day, and I'm ready, I'm sweating, I already started, whatever. And there's this guy in the gym. First of all, it's peak time, which means you stick to one machine at a time. It's already packed. Don't when it's empty, then you could do two machines, whatever. He takes up two machines, and then he packs 40. I think it was like 645s on each. It was the back machines.
Oh man!
So that first one that we work on. Yeah. So it's the one that I can't lift up by myself. Then then it's that one. Then it's another one, and then it's the one in front.
Okay.
So he takes the one in the front and then the over back. He puts 6 on each side. So all 4 rows have 6 45s.
Oh.
So 6, 6, 6, 6. I'm like, what the hell is this nigga doing?
It's the
So
devil.
he takes up both of the machines. I'm already waiting for a machine, so I'm already mad about that. Then he takes all the 45s. So I finally get a machine. He takes all the 45s, and I'm doing heavyweight, so I need a 45.
Yeah.
So I see one of my old Nike coworkers. So he's like, Shelly, why you look so mad? I'm like, look at this nigga. Like,
You're pissing me off.
he taking up all the machines, now he taking up all the way. Like, I was just frustrated. And then that right there, the old me would have just left and went home. But I was like, you know what? Let me just take a lap around. Let me find another machine, and I'll just come back, which is what I did. But I was just a sidebar. That is usually my good spot. But he almost messed that up for me today.
Right.
But
So,
sorry, I had to vent. That just pissed me off, yo. When you ready to come in the gym and somebody just does that, it's just like, bro,
that's annoying.
if you want to do heavyweight like that and take up machines like that, you come when it's no one there, so you can.
When I went this morning, no one was. In the
when
gym.
it's peak time, you can't be doing selfish stuff like that. Like, everyone's in the gym, everyone's trying to work out, bro. Like,
and I do notice, like, when nobody's in the gym, like, especially my leg days are usually relatively long. Today wasn't long because there was nobody in the gym. It was literally, my leg day was literally 57 minutes. And usually
which is short for you.
Yeah, short. Usually my leg days are like an hour 30 because I'm constantly waiting for machines. I'm constantly waiting for spots. So I wouldn't call that a fortress of solitude. Maybe for like my mind, I could just get away and forget about my problems for like an hour or two. But as far as like a fortress of solitude, somewhere where like the outside is out and I'm just in, my apartment, trails, a park, maybe even the bleachers in my old high school too. Sometimes I haven't been there in a while, but yeah, and sometimes walking in my old hometown, like just walking, So yeah, I mean that would be my ideas of
means my room and my car.
Car, yes, car's a big one.
Yeah, I'll be
Car's a big
there.
one. Car just be like you just have a bad day and you just in there. I fall asleep in my car a lot, so I just be parked outside. I just be head back. Then I wake up like 2 hours later. I be like, oh shit, I'm in my car. I can sleep in my car. Car is a good place too. I would say that's like a good runners up. Yeah, but yeah, alone time. Everybody needs it. You should definitely use it to your advantage.
So how much alone time is good time, and how much alone time is bad time?
Now that is
because
the trick. Yeah. Now
because you not even like bash talking, but you sometimes get such in like your zone that it gets dangerous. You don't think so?
I don't know. I can't agree with that, and that's okay. We're not the agreeing podcast. We could be on both ends of the spectrum. I just feel like my time is my time. But what I realize is that, and especially is like, not to self-proclaim myself as like a leader, but somebody who's like older, living off experience, and pretty much like doing things, like, for instance, like this podcast, like I asked Shelly to join me. This shit Shelly got to ask me, like, do you feel like podcasting, as opposed to we need to podcast? You know what I'm saying? She shouldn't have to be subject to that. So if I'm in my alone time and I get in my danger zone, I ain't thinking about recording no podcast. You know what I'm saying? But that's unfair to Shelly because Shelly's like, didn't you ask me to do this with you? Now you in this thing, now you in this mode, So she might look at it as like, I'm being selfish, but sometimes I'm just in a funk that I just can't get out of, and I just need to be alone. But I also have to realize that when people count on me, it is what it is. If I plan on taking this thing to the next level, one day we're gonna get paid to do something like this, or we're gonna, present something to people that they're gonna pay for to come see us. You gotta show up. But I feel like you have to actually communicate, like, yo, I need some time alone. I need to be left alone. I'm terrible with that.
Yeah, I was just ask you, do you? I was just about to ask you,
terrible with that, because what I'll do, this is gonna sound bad, I will ghost everybody. It don't matter, and that's not good. That's not good. And I'm working. I really am working through it, because I realize that like a lot of my old friendships kind of ended that way. Like recently, I done made nice with one of my friends, and the one thing they were telling me was like, yo, you just disappeared. Like, you didn't say nothing. You just disappeared. And then it took another friend of mine to tell me, like, yeah, the way they explained to me is you kind of did the same thing to me. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm like, everybody telling me the same thing, but everybody can't be wrong. So it's like, you got to communicate to people, especially people that love you, people that rock with you, people that fuck with you. You got to let people know, like, yo, I need just some time alone. I'm terrible with that. I'm terrible with that.
I will say, as much as I want to bash you, with me at least, you've gotten a tiny bit better. Because when we first started this friendship, and of course it's the beginning stage of the friendship, so we didn't really know each other. So like we'll be talking for like a week straight, and then the next week I'm like, yo, what the heck? Like, where did he go? So that was a lot of communication, because I had expressed to you, like, yo, I'm not about to keep doing this back and forth with you, like, respectfully. But I didn't do it in like a mean way, but I definitely was just like, yo, for real, like, I get it, but there's different ways of going about it. So you have, like I said, with me, you have been a little bit better, but I also feel like I have been better with understanding. So like, I know when you kind of get in your zone, so I don't even disrupt you as much as I did before. Because before I was annoying.
Yeah,
it's okay, I know, but but now I kind of get better. So like, if I see like the communication like starts to slow down, then I like give you a couple of days, and then it's like a recharge. But like I said, that's with me. I'm not sure how it is with other people, but you have been better than before.
Right. But again, I like I said before, like I've had those, those friendships where I still need to repair certain things.
Right.
With a lot of people. There's a list of people that I have in my journal. I'm like, yo, I gotta really like fix these things, because I did disappear on this person, disappear on this person, disappear on this person, disappear on this person. And it's like, you can't do that, man. So I would say, like, yes, we all need our fortress of solitude. We all need our alone time. But I would say, like, just communicate it. Like you want to, like, let's say if you were married, you can't tell, like, if you're a wife, you can't tell your husband, you can't just disappear on your husband. And vice versa. You as a husband, you can't disappear on your wife. You're going to have to communicate. So why not, take care of that behavior with your friendships? I'm not saying use your friendships as like target practice and nothing like that. All I'm saying is that I think the more you do something, you're gonna do it. And it's like John Wick is one of my favorite movies. And then in the last movie, the guy who he was going after says, how you do one thing is how you do everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I treat my friends like this, then I'm gonna probably treat my wife like this. Good, bad, happy, or sad. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I need that alone time, I have to really like communicate that. And I know I keep driving. I might sound like a broken record, but that's all it is. You just got to communicate it. You got to be like, yo, I need some time alone. I don't know how long is too long, but yeah, I think it starts with just saying like, I need some time alone. Now, who's it good for? Might be good for you, but it might be bad for who's waiting for you. I don't know, because we don't live in a patient era now. Things are microwave, quick. You can order something on Amazon in the morning, and in the afternoon it's at your house. Like that's the kind of shit we're in these days. So, I can't answer that other one. Like, who's it good for? Who's it bad for? What do you think? Like, how would you communicate alone time? Because the funny part, like, our friendship, I know when you need alone time. And I just be like, let me back the fuck up.
You do? Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't even know when I need alone time.
Right. Because they're like, your mannerisms, like, change.
I become
and, like,
more
your
calm.
mood change, yeah.
Yeah, I become more calm.
You just be, like, quiet and stuff. But not quiet, but it's just weird.
I get quiet. I'm talkative.
Right.
When I'm friends with somebody, I'm talkative. So
right.
I do. So like for me, when I get in like, and I think it's more dangerous now because I have an apartment.
Yep. It's gonna get worse.
So it's like I said, some days I could spend a day and I never hear my voice because I don't have to speak to anybody. But I know like when I did live with my parents and like especially basketball days, and I had like a day off from like both jobs, I literally like lock myself in my room and just watch shows and just, be there. But now it's like, I think, well, it was only me and my sister, so I think we had like an unspoken like rule or language. Like we both knew when it was like a time where we wanted to be alone. But I had to like, because I remember when I went through depression, it went like too long. And like, so now I have to tell myself like, I have to give myself like a time. Because when I get in a certain funk, and if I don't give myself like a deadline, I can be in there for a very long time. And that's when it gets dangerous. So I think with me is like, with my mind, because some days I don't realize when I'm in a funk until like, I'm like, wait, I've been feeling like this for like a while. So I'll be like, all right, this is like the last day. And then I have to force myself to do something to get out of it. So I think it's, I don't think it's dangerous, but for like, everybody has to know their limits. Like for me, I know like, I can't let it linger too long because then it overtakes me. For you, you like to, like you said, you're older, you have more experience. So you might like the longer, expansion of being alone.
Right. It's cool, but it does have its setbacks and its cons. It's like,
and I think I just have like my people, like depending on the mood, I just have my people like me and Sully. We do this thing like if I don't hear from her, I'm just like, you alive? Like you good? And we just do like a quick check-in. We don't even have to go into detail, but it's just like a quick check-in. And with you, I think our thing is that like food or gym is like,
right.
You want to go or
get food.
And then it's either I start with the funk or I end with like, but it's not always like a funk. But I think you have your people that you can count on to kind of like get you out of it without you knowing, which is also a good thing.
It's a good thing, but that's the thing. There's some people in this world who don't have that.
Yeah,
some people in this world who are just like who are super duper alone, super duper in their solitude state. Is
anybody really ever that alone? I feel like some people
are.
Some people choose it because they choose it, but
sometimes you could be going through so much shit that you just feel alone. I know what that feels like. I've been there before. I do. Yeah, I've been to the point where
sometimes you have to let and that's me also being hypocritical because like I said, I went through depression and no one even really knew. But sometimes you have the people there, you just
don't use them.
Yeah, and that's bad.
That's bad, yeah.
Like you have people for I always told myself like we have people for a reason. Yeah, we may not want to bother them, we may not want to use them, we may not whatever the case is.
That's my thing. I
don't like bothering people either.
I don't like bothering people. I don't be like, yo,
it's
I'm
bad.
going through some shit. Like I don't like to be looked at as weak. Like nigga,
but it's bad because like with you, I say that with you, I'm just like, I'm your friend, I'm here for you. You gotta, and I'll be feeling bad when you don't talk to me because I'm just like, what have I done that haven't made you feel comfortable enough to come and talk to me? But I'm also on the end where I don't want to come and bother you,
right?
Which is bad. Like I want to be there for people, but I don't want people to be there for me. That sounds insane, but that's how most of us are.
Yeah.
Which is bad. Like how do I want somebody to trust me with how they feel, but I can't trust somebody with how I feel?
Well, the deeper issue is that weakness is looked as like not weakness, but like doing that is looked as like weakness.
It is, but is it really?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm starting to realize, I'm like, I don't think it's weakness. I think it's just like you longing for your friend and you're saying like, yo, I need help.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but how many times do I have to ask you if you need help before you actually tell me that I need help?
I don't know. That's a case by case thing with people, man. Because you don't.
Because now that I'm saying it, listen, y'all, I'm actually saying it. I'm just like, oh shit. Like, I really want people to trust me with their feelings, but I don't trust people with my feelings. That's bad.
Yeah, I don't trust people with my shit either.
That's bad.
That's bad. Only certain people know certain things about me. I'm not saying everybody should know everything about me.
Yeah, most definitely not. But at the same time, the people that you call your people, your family, you should have one or two people that you like can go to with anything and not feel like it's a burden. But we don't always do that.
Yeah, we definitely don't.
Like there's no one in the world but my God that I serve. There's no one in the world that fully knows everything about you because you're so afraid of the judgment. But it's like, is it really judgment?
I don't know. I have a problem opening up.
Yeah.
I really do. I have a deep issue with opening up because I feel like I'm just so scared that we'll argue, and then you'll throw it back in my face. And that's not just like a man versus woman thing. That's just like anybody. You know, there's only a few people I trust with certain things. But when I tell you it's a few, I can't even count on my fingers.
So it's like
half a finger, half a pinky, whatever. It's just like that's sad,
right?
And I even feel like as a community, as a culture, as a heritage, as an ethnicity, it's like us, we do that a lot.
Yes, most definitely.
Because in our household, it's so like we got punked so much for talking about our feelings.
I don't even think.
For me, at least in my household, yeah. Like I grew up with men. You couldn't talk about these things. I
wouldn't even say it was really being punked. I would say like it never started somewhere. Like our parents never spoke about how they feel. Our grandparents never spoke about how our great grandparents. So it's like no one ever started the trend. Like you know how something has to start. Nothing ever started.
The only time I've seen my other family members give out emotion is in death.
And that's it.
That's it. And I'm like...
And even then, it's like...
It's so... And you can't even tell that they're mourning. You can't even tell that they're hurting until you like...
Both of my father's parents, I never met. They passed away before I was born. But my mother's parents, I met. They came to... I went to Haiti to visit them often. They came to America. Both of them ended up passing away when I was... My grandfather was when I was in high school. My grandmother was when I was in college. Both times, so my mother has, I think it's 8 siblings. Both times, at both funerals,
shit, man.
Right? And that's not even allowed. My other cousin my other aunt has like 13.
Well, yeah, my grandmother had 9 kids. So,
but at both funerals, like out of all the siblings, my mother spoke on behalf of all her siblings for both funerals. Mm-hmm. And that lady didn't even shed a tear. She just went up there, spoke, and I was just like, wait, did I ever hear you cry? Like, I'm confused right now. This is your parents. Like, you literally, like, my grandmother literally died in my mom's hands. I wasn't home, so I don't know if she, like, shed a tear or not, but my grandfather, I don't know if she did it when she was asleep, or I did not see that lady cry. And I'm just like, you standing up here like a G.
And like you said,
even the thought of my mother dying, I'm just like, and I'm like, I have to stop myself like, Shelly, she's still alive. Right. Relax.
Right. But like you said, like there was no precedent. Like there's no start. So our starts are literally
right now with us.
With us, you know. The same thing, like, well, you know.
But then it gets to the question of, like, I work in the school system. It gets to the question of, are these kids now too sensitive? You know, like what's the balance?
Yeah. So now the
the other generation is too tough.
Yeah, the generation
they're
like,
too tough, and now these are too sensitive.
I'm from the generation where, you know, you said derogatory things. You talked about sexuality. You made fun of people's sexuality.
Yes,
racism.
You stayed in school even if you were dying of sickness.
Exactly, yeah. Like, you know, it could be 10 inches of snow on the floor.
You walk in.
All they got to do is they're doing a 2-hour delay. They're not canceling school. 2-hour delay. Walk your ass to school. You know what I'm saying? All types of stuff. You know, so it clashes with the other eras with the kids who are just overly sensitive.
But then again, we didn't have all these school shootings.
Overly depressed, we
didn't have social media. We didn't have all this extra exterior.
We had peer pressure, but that's extra.
But then they used to. I was listening to something the other day. I forgot what it was. But then they were just like, I went to a conference, and they were talking about. Like I said, I work in the school system, so they were talking about the bullying, and the guy was just like, when I was in school and I got bullied, I know once I left school that the bullying stopped because once I get home, I had my peace of mind. Mm-hmm. But the bullying goes home with these kids now. Like they go on social media and it continues, like it never stops. Day and night is bullying.
All that stuff.
For us, once we left that school building, we knew we had at least 8 hours to like recharge and get ourselves back together before we head back to school and get the bullying again. But these kids never get a break, so it's like. Are they being too sensitive, or is everything just...
Yeah, overexposed.
Yeah.
Overexposure, that's the way I see it. I just see it as that. So, you know, work on getting that place of fortress of solitude, but at the same time, communicate. You know, because, you know, too much of anything is bad. You know, you drink too much water, you can drown yourself. You know, so too much of anything is bad.
I honestly think it's just like we say, we don't really trust a lot of people with our feelings, but you have to at least you have to have one or two, like one or two person. Like when you're in a drought or whatever it is, first of all, the friend should be able to tell. Like me, when Shellz and Jean are in their feelings, I know when to bother them, and I know when to, leave them and let them have their moment. But if you don't have a friend that recognizes that, you should have a friend or family or whoever it is to reach out to and be like, hey, this is how I'm feeling about something. Can I just express how I feel? Yeah, I don't even have to talk about it, or just tell them like, hey, I'm not feeling, the best way. I don't really want to talk about it, but I am feeling a way about something. Like sometimes I tell something, I'm like, yo, I'm feeling a way. I don't even know how I'm feeling. I just know that I'm feeling a way. So sometimes you don't really have to express all the time how you're feeling, but someone should know that you're not your best self right now.
Right.
So.
Yeah, that's just...
It takes time.
Yeah, that's a hard one. That's still a hard one for me.
It takes time.
Yeah, to express that.
I'm just that, I'm that fly friend. Like, I'm going to give you but so much space, but when I feel like it's too much, I'm going to be at your door. And you could kick me out, but I'm still going to be at your door.
But that's the thing, I'm not that friend.
But I know my limits with it, though.
Yeah.
I know my limits with it.
I'm like, all right, we need time alone, all right.
Yeah, he'll be like, you good? And I'm just like, not really. He's like, all right. And I'm just like, nigga, that's your sign to, hey, what's up? You okay? You want to talk about it? But he doesn't do that. So I have to but he's getting better. But Gene is the type of person you just have to tell him like, yo, when I say this, you're supposed to react
like this. But my thing is like, how come I don't know that naturally?
Right.
But I know I don't know that naturally. The way I grew up was just like, yo, you have to really eat you have to eat shit. Your problems, you eat shit. That's it.
But you've been expressed that. I'm also on so I cried in front of Gene. He just looked at me.
Oh man, here we go with this shit.
And I'm just like, hello. But that's just who you are. That's just now I have to be like, when but that's also me, like I like to be educated and I like to educate others. So I'm just like, I'm not gonna say it harshly, but I'm like, hey, when I say this or when I react this way, this is how. And if you don't do it this exact way, there's always ways around it. Mm-hmm. But in order for a friendship to like I said, to be honest with y'all, me and Gina are still new to this friendship stuff. Like what about to be 3-4 years in?
About 3.
We're still new to this friendship stuff. So you still have to I still don't know everything about him and he still doesn't know everything about me. So you still have to communicate. And even if you do learn, like me and...
which is hilarious because almost every day I find out that Shelly is something new. Like, I'm like, Shelly worked here? You worked here?
Oh.
She worked here. I said, what? I never knew this.
Every
funny
day.
Shit.
But even with me and Shelly been friends since 2010. But I still have to... I know, it's a long time.
Wow.
But I still have to explain to her, like, this is how, we should handle this. And she tells me this is how we should handle this. So every day we're growing. Every day we're learning something new about ourselves. So when we learn something new about ourselves, we have to express it to the people around us so that they can know how to handle certain situations or how to talk to us. Like, there's certain ways that people talk to me. I don't like it. So I'm like, hey, I know you didn't really mean it in this way, but it didn't make me feel, good. So let's, you just have to talk it out. As hard as it may be, it's better for you to talk it out than you just being mad. The person not gonna know what you're mad about, especially niggas. No offense, but they're not gonna know what y'all mad about. So y'all have to express it. And there's certain ways. That's the one thing people never understand. It is certain ways to express how you feel. Always. Like you can't just blur out how you feel.
Yeah.
You gotta. The way you want to be spoken to is the way you gotta speak to other people. Always. But. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, do you want to do it alone?
Never.
Should you do solitude alone? Should you? I think you deserve alone time, but should you always want to do it alone?
No.
Okay. Why do you think so?
Well, with me, as I expressed before, I do want to have a family and I do want to be in a relationship. So I feel like even when, and I've always said this too, like even when I do get in a relationship, I think it's important that you and your partner have alone time. Like you always being with your person, first of all, y'all gonna get tired of each other. And it's just not healthy. Like even if you get married, like it's important for him to go out with his friends and for you to go out with your friends and just have some alone time to come back and be able to miss each other and just, reconnect.
Right.
But there's always time. Like it's timing for all of that. Like even if you have a long day and you come home from work and you just be like, all right, let's take 30 minutes to ourselves, decompress, and then come back. You know, you don't instantly have to always be with your person. So I feel like, do I want to do things alone? No. Is it important to do sometimes? Yes. It's just timing and limit with everything.
Okay. I agree. I mean, if you're going to do this thing called life with somebody, then yes, communicate that, hey, babe, I need some time alone. But not to the point where you're leaving her doing all the things.
Alone.
You know, because if you have children or if you have people you need to look for or you guys are, you know, maintaining a household, that gets, you know, that gets heavy for the other person. You know what I'm saying? And then you also got to remember is that maybe your person needs some time alone too. So you got to express to them like, hey, I know you need time alone, but don't forget we got things to take care of here. We decided to do this thing together, so I need you here. But you know, take your time, get to that point. You know, I just feel like sometimes couples or even friendships, like if you don't communicate that, you're going to create more friction. Mm-hmm. You know, more arguments are going to come out of it. More at the end, like Shelly said, like we're still new in this friendship, so you know, I know the beginning was probably like catastrophic. It was just like this guy just disappeared on me. Like what the hell's wrong with him? And then, you know, I'm pretty sure it was probably like, oh, you can put up a story, but you don't know how to say.
Oh boy,
you can put up some funny ass meme. But what people don't realize that, like with me, even if I'm alone, I'm still gonna do that stuff because that's like my way of like taking a break from my alone time and just doing funk shit. But I don't realize that that's not nice because people are looking for you, but you're on the internet. I get it. It's fucked up. So I had to kind of like learn, like, all right, if I'm gonna be alone, put the fucking phone down. You need to really be alone, but also communicate that. But like I said, in partnerships, you need to communicate that. You need to tell your partner, like, listen, I need some time alone. But don't be so selfish with your time alone. Because at the end of the day, when you decide to say I do, or this is my girlfriend, this is my boyfriend, or I'm gonna have we're gonna make a baby together, or we're gonna go into business, we're gonna go into partnership, you cannot disappear on people.
But sometimes too, the alone time, y'all could literally be together and still
be alone.
Yeah.
All right, listen, that was something I said a long time ago. Some of y'all are alone in your own relationship. Some of y'all are single in a relationship.
Like, y'all could literally just be sitting here and, you know, sitting on the couch and just relaxing. Y'all don't really have to talk. So one could be watching a show, one could be reading a book, or whatever the case is. And y'all just don't have to, like, I've learned a long time ago. There doesn't always have to be talk. Like, y'all could literally just sit there and just relax. There's nothing wrong. We're just chilling.
For me, that's a good thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy.
I get into trouble with that a lot because I don't like to talk a lot.
Right.
Like
when y'all both sitting down and everybody shutting the fuck up and no one saying anything, I think that's great. It's peaceful. It's quiet.
As much as I do like to talk, don't get me wrong, I have my moments where I can go, but I also have my moments where I'm just like, I just don't feel like talking. There's nothing wrong. Like, that's the problem that me and my first roommate had in college. Like, she was a communication major. I'm a science major. I didn't like to talk a lot. She's a social butterfly. Like, she's very well with communicating with others. Like, she's very friendly. She's very outgoing. She was the extrovert. I was the introvert. And she felt like we were always beefing, but we weren't beefing. I just
don't want to talk.
Yeah, I just wasn't in the mood to talk, and she was, and that's why we clashed. But I mean, once we realized that was the problem, you know, but that was the cause of it. And I'm just like, yo, I just don't like to talk. Like, but I do have my moments where I just won't shut up. But the moments when I come and I just don't feel like talking, there's nothing wrong. I'm just tired. Like, I'm literally just tired.
Yeah, my face. Yeah.
Not get out my face.
I'm just saying. I'm tired. Hey, me, I do this stupid thing when people talk too much. I just walk away. I just straight up walk away. It's fucked up, but it is what it is. I'll be like, and they'd be like, where you going? I'm like, I don't feel like talking no more, man.
Oh my God.
You know, if you say, what was the meme? It's like, if you say that's crazy twice, wrap this shit up now. Wrap it up.
I know when Jean's not listening to me.
Wrap it up. Or I'll be like, Right.
Oh my goodness. Y'all.
Right.
When I'm talking to this Negro to my right, when I'm talking to him, I'm telling a good story, or I think it's a good story. I'm talking to, he's like, yeah, right. And I'm just like, all right, never mind. He's like, what's wrong? I'm like, nothing, bro, because you're not listening. He's like, no, I am listening. I'm just like, bro, you're not listening. I know when you're listening actively and when you're not listening actively. And it's okay. Like, I've reached, like I said, we're still learning. So I've reached that point in our friendship where I'm just like, all right. And then he does this thing. He gets nervous when I get too quiet. He's like, yo, you good? Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm fine.
That's hilarious.
But whenever he does the yeah, I'm like, all right.
All the time out here.
He hears me, but he's not.
Not in tune. That's hilarious.
But, yeah. So was that, well, obviously you said that was one of the issues. Mm-hmm. So in a relationship wise, was that like ever expressed, or was it afterwards that y'all broke up that was expressed that was the issue?
Probably afterwards.
Well, you probably wasn't listening when she was.
Probably wasn't listening, yeah. I mean, you live and you learn, Like they said, you use your experience so you could be better in the next one. So I know in my next relationship, I will be a way better communicator. I'm starting to really own that. So, and especially with it's like, I just feel like being alone today in my apartment. No bullshit, no funny shit, nothing against you. It's hard telling a woman that. So sometimes, though.
I'm not gonna lie. I was talking to this guy, mm-hmm. and he had a long day at work. Mm-hmm. But he didn't really express it the correct way. But we also were very new with in the talking stage. And he was just like, I just want some alone time. And I'm like, is it me?
Is it me? It's not you. No.
And then afterwards we had a conversation and it came to clarity, some days I just have a long day and I just need some time to decompress. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. But I, like I said, afterwards of communicating, but at first it wasn't communicated. So I'm thinking oh, this nigga, he tired of me and he ain't really trying to, but yeah. That was, now that I'm thinking about it, it's hilarious because I definitely was overreacting. But what are you doing now, or what do you plan to do to help with your alone time when it comes to, your relationship, either with his romantic, friendship, family, whatever type of ship?
Just starting with saying something. Mm-hmm. I can't promise I'm going to say this and that. And I don't feel like doing all that shit. I'm going to just say something. Listen. I'm not gonna say leave me alone because I think that's a nice way not to say it.
It's very nice. I
was gonna be like, I just need some time alone.
Which is a good start.
Check on me later though. I need some time alone, but check on me later, so we could just check in with each other. I think that's important. I'm going to go to the trail, or I'm gonna be at my apartment, or I'm going to the park. Just check on me. Hey, I'm gonna give you my location, so a bear won't catnap me and no shit like that. We'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? But just check on me. I just need some time alone. That's all. And I'm old enough to do that. I'm mature enough to do that. If I can get up every day and go do the fucking gym and be consistent with that, then I can be consistent with communication.
Yo, good.
Yo, relax.
Beep, 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 beep. Go ahead.
You're closer, Green. That's wild. But anyway. That's the funny part. Mitch told me that he used that against me. I said, "You asshole."
What he used against you?
He said, "Oh, you go to the gym every day, right?" He's like, "Yeah, you can pick up the fucking phone and call somebody." Man, but he said
I'm glad he did.
He said it in his mean way.
Yeah,
so whatever.
I'm glad he did.
But yeah, I mean, it makes sense. If you could do the things you like, then the things you have to do, not necessarily you like them, but the things you have to do to keep things well maintained, keep your relationships good. Keep your friendships good, keep people there for you. You can do them. It's just all about a choice. Yes, you need your alone time. You need your fortress of solitude. You need to be journaling. You need to be going, doing your own self-therapy, meditate. You know what I'm saying? Read a book. Get to know things, but,
I've learned a couple of times, I had to be reminded, but I learned a couple of times that, I think this goes for both of us, mm-hmm. But I've been told that, my mood, it overflows as much as I don't want it to, but if I come into somewhere and my mood is not what they're used to, I can determine the room. And I hate when they first told me that, I was just I don't want that much power. Like, if I'm upset, then everyone around me is going to be upset because I set the tone. But I had to, like, I think with basketball, that was the biggest thing. Like, they're like, Shelly, you good? And I'm just like, yeah, I just, I'm tired. But I didn't realize that my tiredness seemed more than what it was.
Right.
And that affected, the boys around me and stuff like that. So I had to realize that sometimes so that's why sometimes I'm just like, all right, let me just, chill out here, get my social battery up. And I don't always have to be as jolly, but I do have to walk in a certain way.
Heads up,
because that will change the whole demeanor.
Especially in a leadership role. If you are the leader of the pack, if you are a leader at your job, if you're a leader of your business, whatever it is, even if you're the leader of your own relationship, your battery got to be up. But it also has to be recharged.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like one of my coworkers, he's not always like jolly, but he sets the tone. So if he comes into work and he just come in and go straight to his desk, we're like, you good?
Yeah,
and he's like, and we're just like, like now everybody else is all calm at the job or whatever, but it's just it's just that type of, like, if we're going somewhere and his mood is, now I'm just like,
trust me, it's happened before. But that's not me mad at my friends. I'll go somewhere, it just depressed the shit out of me. I'm like, I want to go home.
But sometimes it's not even really depression. It's just I'm chilling. I'm just not but that also to other people may seem like that's why when I do, I'm like, I'm not upset. I'm just, just give me some time to just get to that level. But it is going to take me a while to just get to the level that y'all need me to be at. And when I get there, it changes. But it's either sometimes, like, if I go to an event, I'm good. But when it's time to go home, you slowly see me start. And Jean's like, yo, you let me know. And I'm like, I've been ready to go. Like, let's go. So, yeah. Learning that took me a while though.
Right.
And I had to catch myself like, and I feel myself too. Like now that I'm more aware of it, I feel myself. I'm just like, oh, okay, it's that time. Like I feel myself lowering and I'm more in my phone and I'm more tired. So
it happens.
Yeah.
All right, so I think that's it. I think we're good. We're hitting about an hour. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we hit everything. Yeah. What can help a long time? Yeah, what can help a long time? What do you think? Quick one.
For me, I think I've been into reading more. So me with reading.
You are a reader.
Yeah.
I'm off of reading.
Every day I'm like, I just sent you money for a book. I just be ordering on Kindle like nonstop. But reading has brought me to like a different type of place. And I think my comfort shows, I think everybody has a comfort show or a comfort movie. And you just put that on and you just relax.
Right.
You just let it play and either you go to sleep or you in your mind or you actually watch it. But I think a comfort show, comfort movie, or a book, or like you said, journal. Well, for you, might be journaling.
Yeah, it's my journals. It's all my journals. I have 1, 2, 3.
And you just got a new one too.
Yeah, I got 6 journals. And the reason I have 6 is because each journal serves its purpose. Like one's a very, very personal one with deep thoughts. One is for like podcasting. One is for like a gym journal. One is for like a life journal. One is like a goal journal. So it's different ones. So I think, to me, one of the best tools for your long time is journaling. And I like what Shelly said with reading. I think those two can just like really help you expand your mind. One thing I will be trying soon is meditation. I don't know how to meditate. I don't know how to turn my mind off. That is something
hard.
I don't know how. If you're a meditator, hit me up. Let me know.
No, seriously.
I would like to know how you turn your mind off. How do you turn your thoughts off?
Because even when it's like sleeping, like I be having to tell myself like, Shelly, relax. Like I've caught myself a couple times at like 3 a.m. I'm just like, Shelly, what are you doing? Like,
that happened to me last night. I woke up at 3, and then I couldn't go back to sleep for the life of me. And then I did the dumb shit. I picked up my phone up.
Oh nah.
And then I'm looking on TikTok. I'm looking on Instagram.
And then hours go by.
And this is how I know I'm getting old. So I'll be on Instagram, right? I'll just do an example for you right now. So I'm on Instagram, right? So I'll see, like right now there's like a Will Smith thing on my thing. So I would see, and I would just be looking at it, and then my hand would be stuck right here, and I'll just fall asleep. I'm like, oh. And then like the phone does not leave my hand, nothing. I'm just here.
Oh no!
And then like 2 minutes out, I wake up, I'm like, oh shit! And I'm watching the same video, and then it ends up like this. It ends up like this. Watch again. It ends up like watch again, and I'm like, yo, I gotta stop. So, whoever meditates, if you're a professional meditator,
seriously, hit us up.
Or point me in the right direction. I need to learn how to sit down
and just cross
my legs, close my eyes.
And it's even worse because like at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and lately, like I think I've been like not taking naps, so that kind of helped me because I literally knock out.
Right.
But sometimes I will literally wake up like 2 weeks straight, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm up for like 2 hours, and my mind just starts thinking about everything. I'm thinking about what I should do, what I shouldn't do, the projects that I have, the bills I gotta pay, the money that, like everything. And I'm just like, this is so annoying. Like, why do you choose now? Because when I'm up and I'm focused, my mind is blank. So, meditation people, please hit us up.
Please, let us know. But that's about it. That's all I got. Good episode, you know what I'm saying? Got to it. Brunch. July 21st. I'm looking at the wrong camera. July 21st, brunch. Please don't do the late shit and bar. I know what y'all gonna do. You did it last year.
Oh, hold on. Before we even get into all of that, I'm gonna have to crop this specific this specific part out. Yo, regardless, and this is in the most respectful, genuine, loving way I'm gonna say it. Regardless, if I know you, if I love you, if I like you, if I hate you, if you do not hit me up, you will be standing at the door with no table.
No.
Respectfully. I'm not chasing after no one. When you buy a ticket,
tell me who you want to sit with.
Even if you don't like me, hit up Jean, hit up Vic.
I don't care. Hit me up.
They'll let me know.
Relay the message. We are a relay team over here.
If you don't want to talk to me because whatever the case is, or you don't have no way of contacting me, hit Jean or Vic up. But you got 3 people you can hit up.
Don't be a dick. Just
hit up one of us.
Tell us where you want to sit at.
And if you don't want to hit the 3 of us, hit up one of the DJs that's playing.
Somebody. Something. Let us know because day she is bothering me about who wants to listen.
People are buying.
I don't know.
People are buying tickets and they're not being placed. If you, like I said, the day of the brunch, you will be at the door.
You're gonna sit upstairs.
Not even upstairs. You're gonna be at the door with a plate in your hand, and you're not gonna have nowhere to sit.
Eating by the green wall, taking pictures.
Because last year we had over 200 people. We had over 250 people.
250 in the building.
So if you really want to play with your seed, go ahead.
Play with your life. Yeah. Play with your life if you want.
But I'm saying this in the most nicest way, the most respectable way. Please, I'm begging you. This is the only time I'm gonna beg you. I am begging you. Just hit someone up and say, this is the name that I bought. Mm-hmm. This is the name that I put under the ticket. Mm-hmm. This is the party that I want to be sat with. And the day of, you're going to be good.
That's it.
That's it. It literally takes 2 seconds.
1, 2, 3.
2 seconds.
See? Look. Easy.
But on that note, July 21st.
Brunch.
We are at Mr. East.
Second annual.
It's going to be lit. It's going to be live.
Very lit. Very live.
August 4th, ladies. Book brunch.
Book brunch.
Get your book. Oh my God.
Whatever
book
it is.
Brunch.
Sex party. Book brunch.
Anyway.
Cool.
Saturday, July 6th, DJ OK's pool party.
Pool party, yes.
If you want to see him without a shirt, he will be there in attendance.
I will be there. I'll be doing some.
That day is going to be chest day at the gym.
Chest day at the gym. Very chest day. It'll be a nice day.
Oh, this Wednesday, July 3rd at First Republic. They're doing
Independence Day. I don't know why. Because America doesn't like Haiti. But whatever. It doesn't matter to me. But hey, we'll celebrate. Whatever. Shout out to C's. Who's it? C's?
I think Vit,
C's,
Danny Mix. I think, I may be wrong, but I think Danny Mix,
Damn, I got to put this episode out tomorrow. Fuck.
Yeah.
As well.
Compa Code, August 11th.
Coming. Money Mike. That's Money Mike's big event in Elizabeth. The corner of Elizabeth that I didn't even know existed. It's right there.
He's having Kai and Tony Mix. So Compa Code, August 11th. Get your tickets. Is there anything else that we're missing? I think that's it.
That's it for now. I don't know anything else.
There's another brunch. I think it's July 28th, that weekend after with C's at Dolce's.
That's the Dolce's. Yes, Dolce's and C's. I saw that.
So there's plenty of events, y'all.
Plenty of events.
Just follow the right people.
Come to ours.
Just come to ours. We love everybody else.
Love everybody.
But come to ours. And on that note, thank you guys for watching. This is Hypothetically Podcast. I'm your co-host, Shelly.
Oh, it's just 23. Thank you guys. Happy July.